2 years ago, I cut down this western hemlock. You can see I still got a little ways to go. They're pretty good wood. That's what they look like when they're alive. That's about how big this one is. This one might have been a little bigger. But they are so thick with branches. They're actually a pain in the ass to cut because you got to deal with all them branches. Anyway, eventually I'm going to cut these up and haul them to my cabin and burn them up in my wood stove. All these branches, they make good fire starter. Make excellent fire starter. Anyways, when I cut this up, when I started on it 2 years ago, this bush here was standing. It was erect. And I think this is diamond willow, this particular type of brush. It was standing. Now, I've had at least a half a dozen mind speak experiences with the local Sasquatch. And this is also not too far from the area. I think that cigar-shaped craft passed directly over this spot where I am now, or very near here. Anyways, so Sasquatch have been known. People have stated their experience that they receive messages through dreams and feelings and images. Well, I try to pray and meditate twice a day, when I go to bed and when I wake up. And while I was praying and meditating, and I was like, it seems to happen like when you're just kind of, half asleep, half awake, semi-conscious, I guess. So I get this image of Bigfoot having sex, basically like point of view image. The female looked very human, probably the most human looking Sasquatch I've ever seen. And I have to admit, it was kind of a sexy dream, no doubt about it. And it was the male who had sent me the porn, Sasquatch porn. I don't know what else to call it. And anyway, she was laying on there, and it was as if I was there doing it. It was the strangest darn thing. Like I say, it was like I was seeing it through his eyes and feeling it, and it was very strange. I'm not sure why they sent me that, but I don't know. Maybe it's just that Sasquatch was sending me some of my own, because human beings are sexual creatures, and so am I, and I'm a happily married man, and God knows what files they're looking at when they're accessing my memories and thoughts and feelings. So I don't know. All I can guess is that they wanted me to see that, Sasquatch and humans are very much alike. I got the impression from that dream sequence that, it wasn't just about making babies, that procreation is not the only thing on the agenda with Sasquatch, that they also have sex for pleasure, and that they're half human. That's my understanding. That's what the DNA shows. So I guess that would make sense, Anyway, I know these things are, well, how would you say? I mean, you don't have to talk about Sasquatch very long before it gets inappropriate or incomprehensible, because they do some pretty, how would you say, you know, from our understanding of this place, what they can do is pretty fantastic. And you know, what can I tell you? It makes me think that they definitely have some relationship with watchers, potentially Nephilim, you know, the way they can come and go out of view. You know, is it spiritual? Is it, you know, time jumping? You know, I don't know. One day we'll find out. More will be revealed. But, you know, I'm posting this, even though maybe I shouldn't, but, you know, like, I'm going to be completely honest even when it's not necessarily comfortable to do so, because a lot of this is not comfortable to talk about. It just plain isn't. And it's you know, people just want to believe you're crazy. But if we never talk about this, we will never learn. We will never get to the bottom of what's going on. You know, I'd kind of like to get some answers before I leave this place. And I believe I'm getting some. I'm just, you know, the problem is the more I see, the more I experience, the more questions I have. You know, my list of questions gets longer and more defined. And that's just how it is. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to call this, oh boy, video, I think I'll call it Bigfoot's Love Nest. That'll do it.